What is going on, everybody? I am Rob Westerman, the third of GBP Daily, and thank you for tuning into the Rob Westerman Show. You can find me all over the social sphere at GBP Daily. Shoot me a follow, subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit me up in the DMs. I am always available to talk Packers anytime, any day. It is Tuesday, October 21st. Crazy that we are already nearing the end of October, and the Packers have just one loss. Think about that for a second. We are 6 games into the season, played 2 of the, at the time, NFC favorites right off the bat, smoked them, played the number 1 offense at the time in the league in the Cowboys. We smoked their defense, right? We just took down the Bengals, who at the time didn't seem like a great team, but they just beat the 4-1 Steelers the following Thursday night, and most recently took down the Cardinals in Arizona, who have not lost a game by more than 1 score all year long. Sitting here now with just 1 loss, and I know it may shock some of you, but I will not be complaining of where we stand one bit. There are teams that would kill to have our record right now, and we are one of 2 one-loss teams in the entire league. The Indianapolis Colts being the other squad who most are saying is the best team in the AFC, are the only other team with just 1 loss. So sure, we haven't played up to our expectations as a team yet. Yeah, we can all admit that. Sure, we haven't blown anybody out of the water, but we are stacking wins, and that's what you have to do at this point in the year. Mike Wall, former Packers offensive lineman, has talked about this with Andy Herman quite a bit. He's talked on it quite a bit. The guys inside the locker room at 1265 are not worried about how much we are beating teams by. They are worried about getting better every single day so that when the time comes for playing playoff football later on this season, they are ready for the challenge and hopefully playing at their best. It's about stacking wins right now, which is what we're doing. And along the way, fine-tuning this team to try and be the best that it can be come playoff time. Xavier McKinney, I might add, did say after the game on Sunday that the way that the team and specifically the defense is playing, that it won't be good enough against better teams. He went on to say that they need to figure out some of the issues now before they become bigger issues down the road, and that I can agree with. So, speaking of down the road, if you're planning on going to a Packers game down the road, maybe you're going to the Steelers game or wanting to go to the Steelers game. Maybe you're planning a trip to Lambeau Field later on this season. Home or away, do not buy your tickets anywhere else other than TickPick. They guarantee the cheapest Packers tickets on the market. And in fact, if you find cheaper tickets elsewhere, which you will not, because I have personally tracked and logged every game to prove this fact for 2 years now, they will refund you 110% of your money back. TickPick has the same tickets as everybody else. StubHub, SeatGeek, Vivid Seats, Ticketmaster, all those guys. And TickPick is the cheapest every single time. For an extra $22 off the already cheapest tickets on the market. Shout to the comment section here, shall we? And as always, if you want to be a part of the show, give me a call on the Nicolet Law hotline, 319-242-2332. Family owned and operated since 2007. With decades of combined legal experience, Nicolet Law's team of compassionate local attorneys are prepared to meet your unique legal challenges head on. Nicolet Law has just shy of 2,000 5-star reviews and have helped their clients recover over $350 million in the last 17 years that they have been in business. Injured? Get Nicolet. My man Dylan is in the house. I got to say, Dylan, where have you been, my man? It has been a minute. What up? Good to see you, my man. Appreciate you for hopping in. Amen over on Instagram. Matt is scared. He doesn't really have faith in Jordan Love. Let him loose. Well, amen. I don't think he was scared on that 4th and 2, was he? He let him let it fly. with the game on the line. That was a massive, massive play, a win or lose play, right? 4th and 2. There was about, 2.5 minutes left. We only had one timeout, and we had to have it. Otherwise, the game's probably over. So I will say at times it seems like he has kind of reined Jordan in, but I will agree with you. Got to let him loose because we all know that he is the man. J Love is the answer. And yep, I thought with Josh Jacobs potentially being out, that if he was not hard, but Josh Jacobs played, and yeah, he's been balling out. So Jordan Love, as the season goes on, he'll get a little more leash here and there, and as he continues to prove himself like he has time and time again, we'll be able to see the full Jordan Love arsenal once he is letting it fly, right? But hard to do that when you've got Josh Jacobs at running back. He is just so good. It's hard to let Jordan run it or throw it all over the yard and then not get Josh Jacobs his touches because Jacobs is just so dang good, one of the best running backs in the league. So, hey, man, appreciate you for hopping in. Hope you have yourself a great Tuesday. My man, Rakeem, always in here. What's up, Rob? I'm happy that we are leading our division, but I still think some of these games are far too close. This won't work in the playoffs. There are some certain things that won't work in the playoffs, and there are some certain things that we do right now that I don't think will work this weekend coming up against Aaron Rodgers in the Steelers. We've been kind of playing this let them dink and dunk all over the field, paper cuts by, death by 1,000 paper cuts, and hope they make a mistake, hope they commit a penalty, keep them out of the end zone, giving up everything but the big play. Everything is in front of you. And we all know too well that Aaron can do just that. He can pick you apart up and down the field, whether it's 5-yard throws every single time. He will hit the receiver in the exact spot that he needs to until they get to the end zone. And I'm a little nervous for Sunday night. Let's just say that, Rakeem. Appreciate you for hopping in. Have yourself a great Tuesday, my man. Dylan, bad timing. The last few times I joined, you ended right away. That's my bad. That is my bad. They have been on the shorter side the last week or so because I've been just under the weather. I don't know what's going on. I rarely ever get sick, and I just got hit with something. I don't know what it is. But don't fret because your boys still been getting in the gym early in the mornings. Sick or not, I'm in there. And maybe that has something to do with it, right? Not getting enough sleep. But I'm backing at it. Still kind of under the weather, but I'm backing at it, Dylan. So I'm happy you're back. Appreciate you. Erica, the magic question. Good evening, buddy. What's your prediction for Sunday night? Like I said, I am a little nervous because we know more than anybody how good Aaron is, how good he still is. We've seen him sling it all over the yard the last 5-6 weeks this season, and he's got some big boys to throw to: DK Metcalf, Darnell Washington, all three of the tight ends he's been hitting up, Johnny Smith, and yeah, a little nervous about our defense, the way they've been playing the past few weeks. So yeah, prediction. Let's go. Well, of course it's gonna be a Packers win, right? You don't come in here asking predictions to this guy, and it's always gonna be a Packers win. So if you want some pick me up conversation, some super homeristic optimism type of answer, you came to the right place. It's gonna be a tough game. The Packers have not won in Pittsburgh since Bart Starr was their quarterback. Never with Aaron Rodgers, never with Brett Favre, and never with Lynn Dickey, never with Don Mikowski, never with anybody since Bart Starr. It's insane. 1960s, I would imagine, probably. I don't know when it was, but it's been a long time since the Packers have won in Pittsburgh, and that changes Sunday night. I really do think so. We're the better team. I was just about to say we have the better quarterback, but I don't know. But I think we have a better team overall, better players in good spots. Josh Jacobs specifically, Xavier McKinney. Micah Parsons, Tucker Kraft. As good as that tight end group has been playing against Pittsburgh, none of them are as good as Tucker Kraft is. So it's going to be a close one. Give me the Packers 26, Steelers 23. I am so excited for this game. I'm super excited because we get to watch Aaron Rodgers at the same time as we do our team. I've been trying to watch Raj as much as I can this season, and every time I've tuned in, he's been balling out. But sometimes it just doesn't happen, whether we're playing at the same time or whatever. But we get to watch A-Raj go up against our squad. It's just, it still hasn't really sunk in yet, and this is super different than when Brett and Aaron played back in the day. But I'm excited. Give me 26-23 Sunday Night Football. Jordan Love is a beast on Sunday night. He's 3-0-1 during his 4 career games on Sunday night. So when the lights shine, the Packers quarterback 1 performs. He shows up and shows out. So I'm excited. Dylan, all good, man. Hope you feel better. I'm getting there, Dylan. I'm getting there. Oh, what do we got else rolling on? Thoughts on why Wicks doesn't get more targets? I do love me some Dontavian Wicks. I think recently it's because against the Bengals, he had to go out the second half with the ankle injury. I think if I remember correctly, he was questionable to return in the game against the Cardinals with an ankle injury. And I think mainly it's kind of a combination of things, right? Jordan didn't really have a whole lot of attempts on Sunday against the Cardinals. I think he was 19 for 29. And you got to feed Tucker Kraft. You got to feed Matthew Golden. Of course, he's going to feed Romeo Dobbs. So, yeah, there's a lot of guys to feed. And Wicks, unfortunately, is just a little far down on the depth chart as far as who's getting those targets, though. When he has gotten the ball thrown his way, he's done great. I don't think he's had a drop this year, which is great. That was his main problem last year. And, yeah, if we start to see some more targets go Wicks' way, I will not complain one bit. Love me some Dontavian Wicks. What do we got over on X? Jasmine, go Pack go. Murphy on Facebook, go Pack go. Jeremy, hey, nice yellow shirt. Thank you, Jeremy. Got a rep, right? Got a rep. That's all I wear nowadays. Any day, all day, every day is something Packers because that's all I got. That's all I got. I work from home, work for myself, so I don't have a whole stocked closet of like regular people clothes. I feel like it's just a bunch of Packers jackets, and that I am okay with. My wallet, not so much. You go to the pro shop nowadays and you're dropping $75 in a sweatshirt. It's ridiculous, but you got to do what you got to do. Something like this, just it's crazy how expensive things are nowadays. But hey, it is what it is, right? The sacrifices you make to rep your squad. Ryan, I'm pretty excited about Sunday night. My old favorite quarterback against my new favorite quarterback. I am conflicted. It's going to be probably the most hyped up game since, like I said earlier, the old Rodgers-Favre matchup back in the day. It won't be as good as that one because things are a lot different this time around. But, Rodgers didn't go to the nasty wannabe rivals and the Vikings. He didn't fake retire year after year. Rod and the team, they went their separate ways. He obviously went to the Jets first, like Brett did, and now he's in Pittsburgh. So, and that was a few years ago the breakup happened. So it's not as fresh, right? But Rodgers, as I said earlier, is still slinging it. The Steelers are 4-2. They're a solid team. I have enjoyed watching Raj this year, but on Sunday night, I hope we kick his ass. It's as simple as that, right? Outside of the game this weekend, though, I have enjoyed watching him do well this season. So Jordan Love is going to hopefully be the better quarterback of the two on Sunday night. Thank you, Ryan. Bryce, how about Micah Parsons? That is all. How about him, Bryce? After Sunday, he's got an argument for not only the best defensive player in the football, but the best overall player in football on Sunday. He's currently the favorite to win Defensive Player of the Year. Had 3 sacks against the Cardinals and a bunch of other crazy stats, right? 10 pressures, depending on where you look. 5 quarterback hits, 4 tackles for loss. He just went beast mode. And I find myself shocked that he's even on our team, if I'm being honest with you. So Thank the good Lord above for Jerry Jones for the gift that just keeps on giving. Thank you, Bryce. Amy, good to see you, Amy. Who do we have to stop this weekend? Well, Raj, I think, is going to have his way with our defense, in my opinion. I was talking about it earlier. Excuse me. I was talking about it earlier. We've been trying this thing, our defense has been, keeping everything in front of us, right? Forcing the opposing teams into quick throws, quick plays, quicker types of plays because our pass rush gets home so quickly. Basically doing everything but giving up the big play. And I think Rodgers will have no problem doing that. They've got DK Metcalf. They've got the tight ends, who he went to quite a bit last week against the Bengals, Jonnu Smith, Pat Freiermuth, and Darnell Washington. They all three each had their own touchdown catch last Thursday night. And speaking of that, the Steelers have a little mini bye heading into our game. So they've got a few extra days rest. Must be nice, right? Thank you, Amy. Excuse me. Nick, Christian Watson returning this weekend. I wish I knew, Nick. I do. I hope he does, but he doesn't officially need to be activated until the Monday after this weekend's game. So that's the end of his 21-day window is Monday after Sunday night game. So as much as I'd like to see him out there, I wouldn't be surprised if the Packers waited, gives him a whole extra week to practice and get acclimated and all that kind of stuff. I will say we'll know more tomorrow, right? They practice tomorrow. We'll get a report. I'm sure he'll be practicing like he has been the past couple weeks. And then this past Friday, he was questionable. And that's a step forward in the right direction from the previous week where he was deemed out already on Friday. So I bet this Friday it's the same deal. Probably listed as questionable, and then give themselves the next couple days, and we'll know for sure 90 minutes before kickoff. But it would not surprise me if they waited until Monday to activate him or to really make him active. So I will add this. I think we did see, especially early in the game against the Cardinals, how much our offense is missing him. The run blocking, the ability to stretch the field and open up the offense, and the effect that we won't be so tight together, right? Last game, Chris Brooks and I think it was Dontavian Wicks were literally right next to each other. And that obviously isn't supposed to happen. So we need Watson out there to really open up this offense. And who knows, maybe that'll be this weekend. I do think, however, the Packers will be taking a pretty cautious approach to throwing him back out there. So if he is active, he will definitely be on a snap count. Aaron, my man, good to see you. Is Rodgers going to pick apart our cornerbacks? I sure hope not. But typically things don't go well when you bet against Aaron, right? I hope we get the best of him, but I think he'll get his. And I think their offense will move down the field, just like the Cardinals' offense moved down the field against our defense, and just like the Bengals' offense moved down the field against our defense, right? And just like the Cowboys' offense moved up and down the field all game long against our defense. I'm concerned. I'm disappointed. I'm frustrated with how our defense has played overall. Now, with how Micah Parsons is playing, with how Rashawn Gary's playing, I'm thrilled. Mike has been balling out. Rashawn Gary, massive game-changing play last Sunday to really flip the script, forcing that turnover, and Evan Williams getting the recovery. But the offsides penalties, the pass interference penalty where Evan Williams just runs straight into the receiver last weekend. It's just, man, we got to clean it up. And yeah, at this point, I'm a little nervous about Rodgers just sitting back and picking apart. We got to get him off the platform. And I know he's the best thrower of the ball on the run. He's the most accurate quarterback of all time, most efficient quarterback of all time. But we've got to find a way to generate a turnover, whether it's from him or whether it's punching the ball out when somebody else has got it. We got to figure something out. Otherwise, I do think he will pick apart our defense. So I hope I'm wrong, Aaron, but we shall see on Sunday. Thank you, Aaron. Have yourself a great Tuesday. All right, guys, that is going to do it for me today. Thank you again for tuning in. Always love talking Packers with you guys. Hit me up on social media at GBP Daily. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Any sort of interaction helps myself and helps the page. I will be back and at it again tomorrow. Thank you again for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys later. Thank you.